Hello, YouTube. Good morning. Runa here. Thank you for joining me in my little corner of the interwebs. Always lovely to see you. So, today, I'd like to talk some more about Belial and why I think you should work with him by telling you stories about my experiences with him and just tidbits, stuff and things. So, Belial can be probably what you would call a hard ass. And I think that definitely fits him. He is a stubborn dude. Well, deity, demon, entity, whatever you'd wish. He is a very stubborn deity. And he will get shit done. He is not always nice. He is not always easy on you. You put him on the task for something, he's going to get that shit done, whether you like it or not. Especially if you're stubborn. Like I said in my last video, if you're a stubborn magician and you're looking to break habits, he's your man. But that's not going to be easy. And also, stubborn magicians who are not looking to break habits, but it's going to happen as a result of your work, be wary. Plan accordingly. But he is a great spirit to work with. He is not always your, I want to be your friend, I want to stick around type of dude. He's not. He's sometimes that, I'm just here to get shit done, and we're going to get shit done, and then I'm going to leave. Okay? Okay. And that's how it is. You can't tell him what to do, and he's just going to do him. So, for me, I approached him neutrally. I wanted to get stuff done, but I wanted to approach him with the respect he deserved and everything, and just see what happened exactly. I wanted a relationship with him, most definitely, and I wanted to forge some sort of a friendship, if possible, with him, but I let that be up to him, essentially. But I was nonetheless acting in regards to respect as a friend would, as also as a colleague would, and that means in the beginning. And I wasn't 100% sure as to how exactly he felt toward me, other than, I'm tolerating you. You're fine. You haven't done anything to piss me off. You're fine. You're cool, I guess. But I didn't know until this happened. All right. So, as life happens, we go through tragedies. We go through bad times. Earlier this year, I lost somebody in the family. My cousin committed suicide. He's 3 years younger than me. Almost 3.5 years younger than me. A little bit under 3.5 years younger than me. Grew up with him. And I admit, I wish I would have been a little closer to him, but closer to him now in death, I would suppose. Because from what I have been told and I've gathered, he's hanging around me as a spirit guide. So, cuz, if you're listening, I love you. But he took his own life earlier this year, and it was painful. I was shocked. And in fact, I woke up to a text message from my other cousin. The three of us grew up together, and I was the oldest, and this particular cousin was 2 months younger than him. And there's been an established thing. If she texts me with no context saying, "Have you heard?" that usually means someone died. And immediately upon waking up, I got that text, and turns out he did what he did. I still had to do my work for that day. I had to go into work and stuff and function, because it's too short notice to call off and to tell whoever was there that I could not make it in. And, well, I had to try to function. Thankfully, the people that are there are caring of me in the job that I was doing for them. But it was very hard trying to be normal and function normally, and I had never lost someone to suicide before. Sure, I'd lost a couple people to death and other things of that nature, but never a suicide. And I will tell you right now, is if you don't know how it feels to lose someone to suicide, it is a wound that is ripped open, it's raw, and there's very little closure, even if there is a note. In this case, there was not. But I knew why. I knew why. And there's a lot to be learned from experiencing this type of grief. And, well, it had never happened to me before. And a side note to this, interestingly enough, if you are empathic, especially to the dead, touching somebody at a funeral, or at their funeral, I should say, can yield you to feel how they felt at death, or in life, or anything really. But I was able to feel exactly what he felt when he died in his last moments leading up to what he did. And I knew that pain because I had felt that pain before when I'll be honest, I had nearly attempted it myself. This close. Story for another day for myself, but, I was distraught. And the next day, after finding out what happened, I had an evocation planned with Belial, and I was feeling anything but strong. I mean, my emotions were everywhere, and I was trying my hardest to just relax. And the thing was, I wasn't 100% sure how good of a mental state I was in to approach him. And I didn't want to come in and be all weak and shit or whatever. I didn't know how he'd react to it and everything. I wasn't sure. And I was trying to do what I usually do before a ritual, if I can, is take a walk. Around where I live, there's an easy way that it's pretty simple. You do laps and it's fine. And take a walk, and with or without music, and just ground and enjoy the night. It helps. And I was trying to do that. But I remember I was focusing on him because I had already set everything up for my evocation. I was actually doing it outside that night. And I decided I'd take a stroll. And I felt him around me. And I felt his energy kind of coming into me a little bit. And I received this, it's like a light invocation type of a visualization. It was of armor. This gold armor. Beautiful armor. Full body suit. And I don't think I've ever seen it come in with a helmet though, but rest, full body. And so potent that it could feel the weight of it on my skin, on my body, with every move and every step I took. I could feel like I had metal boots. If I really, really let it take me, which I, be careful because I'm walking outside at night. It's like I could hear the clanking of the metal against the ground and the shaking of chainmail. But it was gold, because this associated metal is gold. And I've been hinted at that there influences from King Paimon in there. Because it looks like I have seen at different times both the sigil of Belial and the sigil of King Paimon on my chest in that. I'm still investigating that part. But predominantly it came from him. And it was a reminder of my strength. It was a reminder that I am a warrior. I am a soldier. And I don't have to be afraid. And I don't have to be down with this. That I will survive this. And I will fight my way through it like I have everything else in my life. This also means in saying, I'm here for you. Because he did not have to do that. He didn't have to step forward and remind me of this. But he did. He took initiative. And that in itself, every time I think about it, it floors me. And it reminds me of how beautiful this relationship with the Infernal Divine can be. When you forge these friendships and these relationships, these beings become family. They become so close to you that you will hold them in the same regard as you do your human family and friends. And you will hold them close to you and they will have your back. I mean, I've never felt such a strong network before in all of my life, especially spiritually. And it is amazing. So I would implore you to do this, to go and look to him if you're looking to strengthen yourself and come to him. You are not going to regret it. And chances are you've probably been brought to my videos about him for a reason. So, give it some thoughts. If you have any questions, let me know. Email me. The email's in the description. The blackflamecauldron@gmail.com. And you can always post a comment if you're good for public stuff and otherwise. But I'm going to wrap this up here. If you're looking for spells or readings of any kind, you can check me and my partner out on the Facebook page listed below. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, hit either of us up. Hit me up for the demon stuff. I'm more for the demons. But, all right. So, peace off and peace out and whatever and stuff like that. Hail Belial. Hail Satan. Hail Lucifer. Hail all of them. And have a lovely day.